Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you with us this week in America. Website, of course, thisweekinamerica.us. Back with us on the program, leading holistic health educator and author Susan Smith-Jones. She reveals her favorite methods to detoxify and rejuvenate the body. This is part 2. Last month she was on with us, and you can pick up that program by going to our website, thisweekinamerica.us. You can click on YouTube to see the video version, iTunes to listen to the actual radio version. For over 35 years, Dr. Susan has relied on herbs, spices, foods, and a variety of natural remedies to detoxify, cleanse, and rejuvenate her body, maintain vibrant health and youthful vitality. She embraces her personal detox rejuvenation programs at least 4 times a year with each change of season and teaches her clients worldwide how to do this as well. Now, because of her effective detox rejuvenation regimen, Susan has never, I'll repeat, never used prescription medication nor had a cold or flu in almost 30 years. In her books, Natural Recipes or Recipes for Healthful Bliss, a colorful cookbook, and The Healing Power of NatureFoods, Health Bliss, Detoxify and Rejuvenate, and Walking on Air, she shows you exactly how to fully detoxify and rejuvenate your body so you can look and feel your best no matter your age. Susan's 3 books incorporate her best of the best health-enhancing secrets to reverse aging, glow with vitality, and achieve high-level joy and balance, and more importantly, live with gusto. All that information at our website, susansmithjones.com. Back with us on the program, Dr. Susan. Great to have you back with us.
Yeah, so glad to be back. And what a great time of year to embark on a detox program.
Well, it is. And I mentioned you like to do this 4 times a year, change of sceneries. We're just of scenery and change of season, and we're going through that now. Let's talk a little bit. In the last program I mentioned, we talked about detox and rejuvenate. Sort of summarize what we talked about in the last program, and then we'll pick it up with some very important information on today's show.
Yeah, I will. I mentioned that as a teenager, my grandmother taught me the benefits of actually taking 1 day a week, 2 to 3 days monthly, and 7 to 14 days with each change of season, and embarking on a detox to preclude a toxic buildup in the body. You know, there's this epidemic sweeping America, and I refer to it as internal toxic pollution. There are thousands of chemicals all around us every day. Pesticides in the foods, chemicals in the water, pollutants in the air. Even our cosmetics that we use are full of chemicals. But the positive news is that you have control over the pollution in your body. And if you keep a clean internal environment, you know, inside your body, you won't succumb to that toxic buildup that's so prevalent in most people's bodies. And Rick, studies all say that when you cleanse regularly, you look and feel younger, you're much healthier, and you live a longer life than those who ignore the need to cleanse. And I mentioned that if you go to my website, right there on the homepage, you can get 2 free ebooks. One is called Detoxify and Rejuvenate. The other's The Curative Kitchen. And then also go to my current April newsletter. There's lots of detoxification and weight loss info. And if you go over in the navigation bar to favorite products, the first entry says Detox, Rebuild, Renew, Cleanse, and I've got lots of great info on how to do that.
You mentioned that you should do this because of your grandmother and the success that you've had. You do it seasonally, so 4 times a year. Let's talk about what happens internally and physiologically when you do this. What should people expect?
Well, you know, it depends on how healthy you are to start. If you've never done a detox and you don't live a very healthy lifestyle, you might have a few side effects during the detox. You might get a headache. You might be a little queasy. You might be extra tired or have a slight fever. This doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. And that's a sign that your body is doing the house cleaning. Most people will release a lot of mucus, like like clearing your throat,
right,
or what you see looking back up at you in the bowl in the bathroom. Some people experience mood swings or depression. Some people have no side effects at all. I rarely get them, and that's because I cleanse on a regular basis. But I promise you, at the end of a detox, you'll feel lighter and more peaceful. You'll feel in more control over your body, and you'll have a huge jump in your self-esteem and confidence. And besides detoxing the body, and by the way, when the colon and liver are clear, and these are detoxification organs, are clear of excess toxins and waste, then it frees up energy to be used by the rest of the body. And it helps the liver and intestinal tract to manufacture nutrients as well as absorb them more efficiently from your food. So the bottom line is going on a detox supports the healing, the repair, and the maintenance of your entire body. And while our bodies are designed absolutely to do their own detoxification, all of the latest studies show that our level of toxic exposure far outstrips the body's natural elimination mechanisms. So that's why to stay healthy and strong in a chemical-ridden world, it's essential to help the body increase its removal of harmful and potentially deadly waste products by making a choice a few times a year to embark on a detox.
You know, it's interesting as you were saying that, I was thinking maybe decades ago, a century ago, people really didn't have this problem, right? Because the body would take care of it, but we're throwing so many external toxins into the situation, it's very difficult now.
Yeah, that's so right. You know, we'll do more in 1 year than our grandparents probably did in their entire lives. We live stress-filled, toxic, polluted lives.
Yes.
And when you add to that you don't drink enough water and don't get enough sleep and you don't exercise regularly or at all of this adds to your body literally becoming more toxic. And then to that, if you take antibiotics, excess sugar, carbonated beverages, foods with chemical additives, and over-the-counter drugs, this all alters that very sensitive acid-alkaline balance of the intestinal tract, often killing out those good or friendly bacteria and thus creating a perfect environment for harmful microbes to grow. But like I said, this doesn't have to happen. If you're proactive and you do a cleanse every so often, and I still like 1 day a week, 2 to 3 days monthly, 7 to 14 days with each change of season. And the whole goal of a detox is to take stress off your digestive system so you can free up all of that energy to help clean out your body. And basically during a detox, you want to eat clean. You want to avoid processed foods, chemical additives. You do want to stay away from, reduce, or eliminate during a cleanse meats, dairy, and processed foods because all of these put an extra burden on the digestive system. And then you want to eat those foods. I mean, you could do a smoothie cleanse, you could do a juice cleanse, but if you still want to eat, like many people do, you want to eat fresh fruits and vegetables. For example, apples, bananas, grapes, kiwi, watermelon are great fruits to eat. Carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, and celery are wonderful. And the fruits and vegetables really should be raw. And if you want to know about the healing power of raw foods, go in my navigation bar to articles. And the first article is the skinny on raw foods. I call it Rawsome Nutrition, and how raw foods really benefit your body.
I like that, and that's all available. Our guest on This Week in America, Susan Smith-Jones, Dr. Susan Smith-Jones. Her website is susansmithjones.com. Go to our website, thisweekinamerica.us, and link directly to Dr. Susan's website at that time. All the information we're talking about is available there. Something else that you talk about that's very important as you're going through this process is drinking lots of water. And this is sort of a common theme no matter what we're talking about health-wise. Staying hydrated. Talk about that. How much water should we be drinking during this detox period?
Yeah, you should drink a good 7 to 8 glasses
Okay.
of purified water every day. And if you go to my blog, one of the first 4 blogs is all about water, how it heals the body, the right kind of water, when to drink it, how to drink water that will help make your body more alkaline, which is what you want. And the reason you want to drink extra water, but really you want to do it year-round, not just when you're detoxing, is because it helps to not only clean out the intestinal tract and remove extra toxins, but it helps the kidneys to work really well. That one of the major channels of elimination in the body, along with the skin, the bowels, and the lungs. These are the 4 channels of elimination. And, I did a workshop this weekend, and there were over 100 people there, and it was all about detox. And someone stood up, this guy, and said, Susan, I like what you're saying, but what if? He said, now just what if? Actually he said, I have a friend. But I think
Okay.
he was talking about himself. I have a friend who doesn't really sleep that much. He needs to sleep more, who doesn't eat the best diet, who doesn't exercise as much as he should, but I know he needs to go on a detox. If you don't want to change much in your lifestyle, is there any supplement that you can take to help with detox? And you know what? I mentioned this briefly last time, and I said this in my workshop. The best-selling detox kits at Whole Foods and health food stores around the country are called Michael's Ultimate Detox and Cleanse. And he has a 2-week and a 7-week, and he gives you the packets that have the tablets in them. For the 7-day, you take 2 packets a day of 4 tablets each. For the 14-day, they're a little bit different. You take 3 packets a day, and I like these because it makes it really simple. They contain everything you need to cleanse the body from the inside out, head to toe. These tablets support liver and detox, blood and liver detoxification, colon cleansing. It helps you lose weight. It gives you fiber. It makes it so you're not hungry. You don't feel deprived. And I mentioned to you that if you go over to favorite products, the first listing is about detox and cleanse, and I mention these kits. And if you get out a pen and paper, now you can go to Whole Foods and get them, but the company's giving your listeners 25% off if you use the code Vitality15. And they're in Texas. It's a famous company that makes different formulas that are all excellent. But the toll-free number at Michael's Health is 800-845-2730. 800-845-2730, and with the code Vitality15, you get a 25% discount. And I'll tell you a little secret. I travel a lot on business, and every time I go out of town, you don't eat as well,
Right.
I don't, as I do at home. And it's very difficult to cleanse on the road, but those packets, the 14-day where you take three packets of 4 tablets each daily?
Yes.
I take 1 package with me, so I just take 4 tablets. So even though I'm not eating my best and living the healthiest lifestyle when I'm on the road, because it's almost impossible to do that, I still know I'm getting some cleanse and detox effect. So I take so that's why I say get at least a 3-month supply, but I always buy a year's supply at once of both the 7-day and the 14, because I give them away. But once a week, 3 days a month, and 7 to 14 days with each change of season, I take these wonderful detox tablets.
Well, and we'll give that information at the end of the program. Our guest on This Week in America is Susan Smith Jones. Her column, all the columns, newsletters available at her website, susansmithjones.com. Dr. Susan with us once again. We're talking about Detox and Rejuvenate, and some people probably are like, yeah, I would like to do that. How much weight will I lose during this process? I know I'm going to rejuvenate the organs, my system, which needs it. Looking at it from a weight loss perspective, how much do you expect to lose during this period?
What's interesting, because those who have the most weight to lose will lose the most weight. Now, while these Michael tablets aren't designed specifically for weight loss, you will lose a few pounds. Like in a 1-day, you might lose a couple pounds. In a 3-day, you might lose 4 to 5 pounds. And in a 14-day, some people lose up to 20 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Between 10 and 20 pounds. You've got to remember, because remember I've talked about constipation, and you always want to have that good bowel movement every day, at least one, and if you're lucky, a couple extra bonus rounds. But in many people, there's lots of impaction and fecal matter and storage in that colon. And when you go on a cleanse like this, and you do all the things that I recommend in the booklet you'll get free, and those places I just said on my website, you'll release all of that. And you'll find that you'll have, what are the results? A flatter abdominal area, improved mental focus. You'll sleep better, clear skin, and increased food assimilation, meaning you'll get more from your foods, and you'll just have more energy. And it's a great way to break any bad food habits when you go on a cleanse, especially a 7 to a 14-day, because you'll lose that craving to always salt your foods, or if you're addicted to white sugar, white flour products, and sodas, at the end of a detox, especially 7 to 14 days, you lose those bad habits. You no longer crave them.
A couple minutes left in the program. I can't believe it always goes by quickly. Let's talk about lifestyle changes as well. What changes will we go through during this period, and maybe changes that are good for us and we should continue them even after the detox?
Yeah, well, you should always sleep extra when you're on a detox, because sleep is when your body renews, rebuilds, and detoxifies and rejuvenates itself. Of course you want to drink more water. Yes, you want to get out and exercise, because if you can exercise to the point of sweating, remember your skin is your biggest eliminative organ. And one of my 4 blogs right now is all about the healing power of sweating and infrared saunas, because it's really important health-wise for the body to get into a full sweat every day. But these days, most people don't exercise to the point of full sweat. So the best way to get a full sweat is to relax, sit, or lie down in an infrared sauna. So that's one of my first 3 blogs you'll see on my website. You can learn all about the healing power of sweating and infrared sauna.
There is so much information at the website, SusanSmithJones.com. You can go to thisweekinamerica.us and link on directly to Dr. Susan's website. In wrapping up, let's go back and give us that information again about the tablets that you had talked about, the code word that we need, that we can get the discount and the phone number.
Cleanse and detox, and it's 14 days. It gives you all the tablets you need, 42 packets of 4 tablets each. And then there's a 7-day. It has a little bit of a different name. It's called Detox, Cleanse, and Rebuild. And in addition to the tablets, you get a little container of some green powder, and in the powder you've got seaweed, beetroot, oat grass, barley grass, dulse kelp, some cruciferous vegetables, berries, to help rebuild your body. And you can go to the health food store to get this. These are the most popular detox kits. But the company that's called Michael's Naturopathic Programs is giving all your listeners a 25% discount on these detox kits or anything else he sells. And the toll-free number, it's in Texas, Central Time, it's 800-845-2730, and you've got to use the code Vitality15 to get the discount. And go over on my website to favorite products. In the first listing, all about detox, you'll find a short article there, and you'll find out lots of information about other products of Michael's naturopathic programs that I also take, like fat metabolism factors. If you want to lose weight quickly, that is incredible. So I list all the other ones that I take and recommend.
It is always a pleasure to have you on the program. A lot of information packed into a 20-minute interview here. Dr. Susan, thank you for joining us. Great information. Again, it's all available at the website, SusanSmithJones.com. Go to our website, thisweekinamerica.us, and link on directly. Thank you for being with us. Look forward to chatting next time.
Thank you so much. See you then.
It is our pleasure. We will talk to you later. The website, once again, SusanSmithJones.com. Our website, thisweekinamerica.us.